Hey guys, so here we go with another little screencast of everything we need to know on propaganda techniques. And just a quick refresher, propaganda is typically information that is biased, used to promote or discuss a particular political issue or candidate in an election. You guys are probably familiar with it from last year when you talked about yellow journalism, okay? We'll just be looking at some different techniques that candidates use that you guys will use when you guys make your own political parties later in the week. So our first one is bandwagon, and up here you can see what it means. It's to jump on the bandwagon. Is a familiar phrase you might hear people use. It's when everyone likes a certain thing, so you should too. Some examples of this, alright, is if you can figure out your best friend's favorite football team by Googling who won last year's Super Bowl. Alright, we got the little Willy Wonka meme there to help you guys hopefully remember this. And then another one for all of my basketball fans. Everyone buys Cavaliers gear with the return of LeBron James to Cleveland. Okay, so everyone jumps off the Heat bandwagon and all of a sudden becomes a Cavalier fan. LeBron switched from wearing number 6 to 23. For all of you that are not big basketball fans, that's what the picture is showing down there. Our next one is an association with ordinary people, also known as plain folk. Plain folk is the simpler way to remember this. Okay, and it's when a candidate is trying to connect with people in a down to earth way, so everyone can relate with them. So the first example is sometimes candidates will go to local restaurants, things that are really big. An example for our area around Liberty is if maybe they go down to Peterson's to go grab ice cream over the summer, because that's a local spot, something like that. Okay. Another one that's really popular are the candidates kissing babies. Okay, so this picture on the top is of Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney. They ran on the Republican ticket, in 2012. Down here is President Obama when he was running for one of his terms, and here's George Bush, okay, before President Obama. So kissing babies. Next one, name calling. Okay, it's state an accusation, a claim that someone has done something wrong without backing up your accusations with facts. Okay, so an example of this would maybe be somebody saying, "My opponent is a liar and a cheat. Ask their teachers how they got A's in civics." Okay, there's no real basis for calling them a liar or a cheat. You guys could probably come up with a whole bunch of other things with this. All right. We'll just move on. Next one, scare tactics. It's describing negative effects without strong or supported examples. It creates fear in the voter about a certain candidate. Alright? So an example of this would be if you said, if you vote for my opponent, everyone will lose their job and our country will fall apart. Alright? Candidates normally say something along the ways of that. Not verbatim, maybe not that the country will fall apart, but that the country maybe won't rebound from bad economics whenever the economy is not doing so well. Okay, so the whole point of it, like the little girl, whenever Mr. Grant does something crazy, gets scared. Okay, our next one is testimonials, using personal stories from everyday voting citizens or even famous people to persuade you to vote one way or another. All right, this would be somebody in actual politics saying, an example of this would be, I trust President Obama because whenever I've had a conversation with him and he's told me he's going to do something, he's done it. And therefore, he's earned my trust, so you should trust him too. All right, but maybe an example that might fit a little bit better with you guys. Okay, we have Katy Perry here, who is a spokeswoman for CoverGirl. Katy Perry says that an example. Okay, she didn't actually say this, but if Katy Perry said that after using CoverGirl, not only did she look better, but she could sing better too, and therefore everyone should buy CoverGirl not only to look good, but so that they can sing as beautifully as her. All right, it's testimonial. Most of the time, testimonials can be a little fake. Okay, You see these a lot with acne commercials when people are also, when you see anything for weight loss, right? They show the pictures and tell you how great the product worked for them, right? The product in this case is the candidate running for election. Okay. Our last one are glittering generalities. So hold on. Glitter. Fabulous. Alright, so when you're using words and phrases that are vague but sound appealing, patriotic, or catchy to potential voters, alright? So President Obama, when he was running in 2008, many would categorize his hope and his pictures, which is at the top of your note sheet, with that. Okay, that's kind of a glittering generality. Or change you can believe in, things like that. And the example here, vote for change, vote for me. Alright. And the last little thing, just hopefully, the sparkling tiara. Alright, I know some of you girls might really appreciate that, but those are our techniques for propaganda. If you need to go back, rewind, watch any of this, go ahead and do it. And that's that.